Hi, I'm Sailor Neptune Michelle here, and today I'm going to talk about, and maybe it's just ongoing from what we talked about, what Sailor Uranus Mara talked about yesterday. So, there are folks out there who don't like WWE anymore, or never did. Folks who believe that IW or AEW or any other wrestling business, NWA, ROH, that they're all more good, that they're doing the right, and WWE's doing the wrong. Now, if that's their belief, then that's their belief, and good for them. But I still like WWE. I've been watching it for a long time. I started watching it back in 1993, maybe 1992, of course. And that was during the last 2 years of what was known as the Federation era, or known as the Together or the Kiddled timeline, before it became the new generation, the new timeline that everyone hated on. Why? Because apparently, even though it did the same stuff that the other timeline before it did, it was deemed not cool anymore. Especially when WCW came along and started doing their grown-up stuff. But we all know WCW was doing that stuff that WWE was doing way early on too. But that's not even the grounds of it. And then there was the Attitude or Mood timeline that everyone loved. And then came the Ruthless. Aggression's a French bar word, so it'd be ruthless, I guess, would be mean. Being mad or mean wrath timeline, that even though it was like the other timeline before it, everybody shitted on it. And then came the Now timeline that everybody just shits on now too. Even though it was as the modern time, that was a French borrowed word, then the new timeline. I've watched it for many years, and everyone talks about their truth. Well, I've been true to WWE for a long time, and I still like it. I watch Monday Night Raw every Monday on USA. Now, some folks can't get through 3 hours, okay? Maybe some folks can't. Some folks can. It is what it is. And some folks can't. And I watch Friday Night SmackDown every Friday on Fox, and Main Event on Hulu, and NXT on USA, and I like them. Okay, I do. I wouldn't watch it if I didn't like it. Now, I know some folks out there, they only watch WWE because they hope it gets good. Well, here's the thing. Being good was your belief. There was no truth to it. You couldn't show truth. You couldn't say, oh, well, some of these folks like to say they got truth on their side when they say, oh, well, the watch time. Yeah, you weren't looking at the watch time back then. You weren't looking at USA's watch time or TNN's watch time or UPN's watch time at that time. Watch time goes up, watch time goes down. It happened. Even back then it was going on. There were times where USA and TNN were getting a lot of watch time with Monday Night Raw. And there was a lot of time where UPN was getting a lot of watch time with SmackDown. And there were times where it was going down. Even back then it was. It was going up and going down. You folks had it. You folks believed that it just went up, and it never came down. And you believed that when the watch time was, you believed that it was good. No, that was just when everyone had their belief that it was good. There was no truth to it. Just like you folks believe it's bad now. At one time, you folks believed it was good, and there was no truth to it being good or bad. Well, we still like it, okay? Maybe you don't got blood like you used to have, where wrestlers would bleed all over, Yeah, maybe WWE's maybe WWE takes care of their wrestlers more when it comes to their health and stuff. Something that other wrestling businesses need to do too, like IW and AEW just let them go mad on their own and bleed everywhere. Anyway, yeah. So that, yeah. And so, okay, maybe it's not as big as it once was, yeah. But it's still big. Monday Night Raw and Friday SmackDown still have the watch time that most shows still going on at this time would kill to have. I mean, look at Monday Night Football, or look at Saturday Night Live, or Power Rangers, or Super Sentai, or Doctor Who, or The Eastlanders, or hell, look at ER, or General Hospital, Day of the Lives, or Law and Order. Do you think they still got the same watch time they once? Or Sesame Street, do you think they still have the same watch time that they have now? No. Their watch time went down a long time ago. They got some big watch time, true, or they still wouldn't be going on, but it's not as big as it once was. And I'm sure a lot of them would kill to get the watch time that Monday Night Raw gets. You know. But then again, they run their shows for some time, then they have a break, and they run them again and have a break. And they would kill to keep getting the same watch time that Monday Night Raw's been getting, and it's been making follows since 1993, and Friday SmackDown's been making followings since 1999. And that's 27 years ago for one, and that's going to be 22 years for another now. So, but I still like Monday Night Raw. I still like Friday SmackDown. I still like watching WWE. You know, I'm telling the truth here. What you say is bad, I say is good. It's a belief. You know, there's no truth to it. You know, you can't prove that WWE was good back then. You can't prove it's bad now. Maybe it's not cool anymore in your belief now, since you got IW and AEW and NWA and ROH and all those other wrestling businesses that are taking up some of the watch time that WWE once had. Yeah, you folks don't think of it, but that's probably what it is. And you folks always talk about trust. Well, where's your trust? You go all over. Some of you folks jump to IW 18 years, soon to be 18 years ago or 17 years ago. You folks jumped to AEW last year. You jumped to ROH 17 years ago. And some of you folks have jumped to the NWA. Well, if you like that wrestling, good for you. You know, that's your belief, and if you like that, good for you then. But at the end of the day, I still like WWE. And anyone can say any mean thing they want to say. I haven't heard it all before. You know, it is what it is. You can say, oh, I'm lying to myself. I'm not. When I come on and say I like it, I truly like it. It is what it is. I wouldn't be watching all these years if I didn't like it, and I do. That's it. I'm Sailor Neptune Michelle. Hope you like this film.